guys, welcome back to my channel. So let's jump right into it. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill in my brows with the Colourpop brow product, and then I'm gonna lay down my brow hairs with the Milk Makeup Clear Brow Gel. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyes with the NYX Eyeshadow Primer, and I like rubbing that in with my finger. That sounded so dirty. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and even out the skin on my eyelids with the Colourpop No Filter Concealer, and this is the shade DD50, and I'm blending it out with a carroty brush. I forget exactly which one it is, but I will put everything down below in the description box. Okay, so I went ahead and used this eyeshadow shield, and I used it on the other side, so I tried to see if it would stick, and since it did, I went ahead and used the same one on this eye. And I'm gonna go into the ColouredRiane Vivid Pigments and Shadows palette, and I'm taking the shade Sauce, and I'm going to go ahead and pat that into the eyeshadow while it's still damp. So after I felt I had enough and I checked and I was able to blend it out, I went ahead and blended it out with my EVITA Joseph brush. And then I'm taking the Makeup Geek Power Pigment in the shade Dynamite, and I'm using that to blend out the shade that we laid down. Okay, so I went back in with the brush that I used to lay down my red shadow, and I blended it out a little bit more, and then I went back in with my orange brush and I blended that in a little bit more. So I'm taking this really small detailed brush, and I'm using that to go ahead and intensify the red around where I'm going to cut my crease. And then I went back into the ColouredRiane Vivid Pigments palette and took the shade Perp Smurf and used that to intensify my crease. So after that was done, I went back into the red shade and blended out the purple a little bit more before I cut my crease. So I'm going to cut my crease with the Colourpop concealer again. And I'm just doing this so I can find my crease. And I just went ahead and took my time and I cut that crease. Okay, so after my crease was cut, I went back into the Vivid Pigments palette and I took the shade and I went ahead and patted that into the concealer. You have to be very careful so you don't ruin your crease, or the crease that you created. But after that was done, I went back in and took that red shade and put that directly where my lash line is, and I blended that out. And then I went back in and took the Dynamic shade from the Makeup Geek Single Shadow, and I used that to blend out the red. So after I blended out the two, I went back into the Vivid Pigments palette and took the shade Perp Smurf and apply that directly onto my lash line, and I smoked it out. Went into the James Charles palette and took that black shade, and I used that directly on my lash line again, and I blended that out so that it's really beautifully blown out and gives me like a little smoky eyeliner look. And I went back into the crease shade and made sure my crease was set all the way completely and all the color was blended out. And then I went in and took the Obvi metal glitter liner and I used that to go ahead and line my crease. I'm loving a lot of the glitter cut crease, look lately. I don't know why. But all these glitter liners I have is not making it easy for me to not do this look. Yeah, I was being very careful because knowing me, I was going to be clumsy enough and make a mess. So I just was really focused on this. Okay, so after that was done, I went into my Vivid Pigments palette with the Real Techniques Detailer brush and I applied some Perp Smurf directly over the glitter liner that I did. That way it can give me a good contrast. So after I felt like I had enough Perp Smurf, I went back into the Morphe palette and took the black shade and intensify that line so that it gives me that look over there. And then I took the NYX matte liner and I lined my eyes like a really thin liner. So after that was done, I went and took my Colourpop concealer in the shade DD58 and I used that to make the look sharp on the side. So after my skin routine was done, I took my concealer shade DD50 and I applied a little bit on my lower lash line and blended that out. And then I took the red shade and patted that directly into the concealer. So after I patted that into the concealer, I went into the Vivid Pigments palette again and I took the shade Perp Smurf and I blended that very close to my lash line or to my waterline. And then I took the Sigma black eyeliner and apply that to my waterline and my top lash line and just smoke that out with the red shadow. So in reference to Sigma, we are no longer Sigma affiliates. So the link that I have down below will not work anymore and my discount code will not work anymore. So you guys, picking a lash for this look was so hard. I wanted something dramatic, but I couldn't find any dramatic lashes that I owned. So, it took me a while, but I finally found something I thought worked and I went ahead and applied that lash. So I forgot to put mascara on before I did my lashes. So I went ahead and applied some mascara on the bottom of my lash and then I went ahead and applied the mascara on my other eye. After that was done, I went in and took the glitter liner and applied some in my inner corner and just like a little bit under my lashes. That's about it. So after that was done, I went into the James Charles palette and took the highlighter, the face shade, and applied some to my face, my inner corner, and my brow bone. And then I went in and intensified or at least fixed my brows. On my lips, I used Colourpop Embellish and Dark Night from Mented Cosmetics. and I set my face with the Colourpop setting spray. And you guys, that was it. So you guys let me know down below if you enjoyed this video, because I do plan on doing some more videos like this, voiceover straight to the eye look like I used to do. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much. If you haven't yet subscribed, just remember to do so. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.